Hey people, it is Wednesday, February the 8th. The time is 4:20 in the afternoon, and it's currently 7 degrees Celsius. And I'm on Jarvis Street, just crossing Adelaide Street East, heading south. And I'm going to be walking down to Front Street through the St. Lawrence neighborhood and then into the financial district during rush hour. Now, I think since work from home has become the norm and a lot of people have adopted hybrid working schedules, I think Wednesdays have become sort of one of the busiest days now for people to actually be in the office. So Wednesday rush hours tend to be, I think, the busiest rush hour of the week now. Of course, that's not an exact science or anything, but it just seems to be the consensus lately that Wednesday feels like the busiest day downtown in terms of number of people, in the financial district at least. The financial district is probably the only part of downtown that has not recovered in terms of activity. The rest of downtown seems pretty much back to normal in terms of foot traffic and activity. So here's King Street East. This is St. Lawrence Hall. Actually, I can cross here, and then I'll cross again on the other side. I'll just walk along King here for a block or so, and then I'll cut south down to Front Street. St. James Park across the street, and St. James Cathedral. Here's a little pedestrian walkway that will take us south into the heart of the St. Lawrence neighborhood. Those two new towering condos provide a kind of a cool backdrop now heading in this direction, and in the other direction you have another cool backdrop with St. James Cathedral terminating the view. And here we are, Front Street East. And sunset is getting later. The further into the year we go, but we are still at the time where the sun is quite low in the sky. And I'll be walking directly into that sun as I make my way over to Front Street. Let's look north up Church. Here's the famous Flatiron Building. Now directly into that sun. I don't know if I can block it a bit. Walking closer to the buildings. Using trees and street poles to try and block the sun. Well, I think we have a shady spot here. Or maybe not. After you've been doing walking videos for long enough, you start to learn the times of day or the times of year when not to walk in a certain direction. But sometimes you don't really have a choice, depending on what type of video you're recording. A rush hour video takes place at a certain time, and that's the time when the sun is low in the sky, then there's nothing much you can do about it. Walking under as many shady areas as I can now. I think once we get past Yonge Street, walking past the Dominion Public Building, we'll probably be okay. That building provides a lot of hulking shade, and also the street tends to curve around that location. Here is Yonge Street. Lots of traffic backed up here right now. And lots of people scurrying through the intersection. And there we go. The sun has been hidden behind the giant edifice of the Dominion Public Building. And the great march southward down Bay Street is underway. That's when all the office workers head down to Union Station. Usually around 4:30 is when it really kicks into high gear. So I'm not sure what percentage of office workers are back in the office on Wednesdays compared to what it would have been pre-pandemic. If it's like 75%, I'm just sort of throwing out some numbers here. It's certainly not 100% of what it was. There's a look south down Bay Street. Lots more traffic. All these cars are heading down to get onto the Gardiner Expressway. Looking up Bay Street. Certainly busy, but still feels lacking compared to 2019 levels. And I have a YouTube video from that time to compare.
Yeah, so it's after.
There he is. What's that? Yeah.
And Union Station. That place is probably somewhat of a zoo right now. I would go inside, but I'm a bit pressed for time. I have to be somewhere at 5 o'clock. And I have done many other videos inside of Union Station during busy times and quiet times. I'll do a complete updated Union Station tour sometime in the not too distant future. And I'll pick a busy time to do it.
Sure, see, I got a reason to be an asshole when cunts like you come to get squirted on.
That was a rather graphic combination of words coming out of that guy's mouth. The Royal York Hotel. So we'll head north here, up York Street to King. More people heading into Union Station. I'll take them into the York Concourse. There are all sorts of platforms to access the GO trains. On the other end is the Bay Concourse, so people are pouring down Bay Street or York Street to get to either end of Union Station.
You can tell mine are getting shorter and shorter and shorter.
A recent study concluded that Toronto had only achieved about 50% of its pre-pandemic levels of pedestrian activity in the downtown, but I don't think that was entirely accurate. I think that's specifically talking about the financial district and not downtown as a whole. Because outside of the financial district, most other areas of downtown seem to be almost completely back to pre-pandemic levels. And another study conducted by the Yonge Street BIA over the last Christmas shopping season at the end of 2022 showed that pedestrian traffic on Yonge Street through the BIA was actually higher than at levels in 2019. So the financial district is just a small part of downtown, and everyone knows that it's quieter than it was before, and it probably will remain quieter for the foreseeable future.
And they will.
I was joking with him.
Well, it seems like if you're walking north at this time of day along Bay or York Street, it's like you're going against the tide. Here's Wellington Street.
Anneciğim tut içini. Hem yer.
Y yo voy a una familia grande para tomar. No me poner bien, bien.
And here is King Street. So this is like the other main street of the financial district. Bay and King. And we're going to head over to Bay. Now this street runs east-west, so you don't see as many people scurrying along as you do on the streets running north-south. First Canadian Place, the current king of the financial district. Once I get to Bay and King, I'll do my patented Ken Continuum Skyscraper 360 pan around. And we'll check out the progress of the covering up of the CN Tower view from the corner of Bay and King. Looks like there's a situation here. The security guards are telling this guy not to skateboard, but he seems to be doing it anyway. Or maybe or maybe they're enjoying watching him do his tricks. It's hard to tell. If they are trying to stop him, they're not doing a very effective job at it. We are back at Bay. So I'll just come over here to do my 360 pan around. Try to get away from all the traffic light poles and whatnot.
We learn how. That's what I'm saying.
And the tower is more blocked than ever now. Hopefully that turns out okay in the video. You can see just the very top of the observation deck. Everything else has been blocked by that new office tower at 160 Front, which is itself almost topped out.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
And now we're walking north along Bay Street. Not a good place to stop with your stroller in the middle of the busy sidewalk. Here's Adelaide, another traffic nightmare. This guy's the right idea. Richmond Street.
Living experience from his apartment in mind.
So we're about to leave the financial district. I'm gonna head over to Yonge Street. And we'll make our way north up to Dundas Square. Looks like I cannot walk along the south side of Queen Street here, because in Toronto, no sidewalk goes unobstructed. Sometimes you have to walk on the street to get around the slower moving people, especially if you're in a bit of a rush.
And I was so bummed out. I was like, I thought this thing was going And then I was like so over.
It's funny that the sidewalk across the street is blocked off, because it was blocked off for years as they were renovating the old Simpson office tower. And then finally that was completed and they opened up the sidewalk, and it was like glorious to have that sidewalk opened up to the public again after several years. And just a few short months later, it's blocked off once again. And this is the Eaton Centre.
You guys both were very similar. Yeah.
Here we are at Yonge and Queen.
Down here.
For mom and dad.
We're crossing Shooter Street.
sweets.
Whenever you see a long streak of water running across the sidewalk, that usually means someone peed on the sidewalk. And you see it all the time walking along Yonge Street. So the sidewalks might seem clear of litter and debris, which people often comment on, but there's often other unpleasant things that you certainly don't want to be eating off the sidewalks by any stretch of the imagination, as some people have alluded to. The sidewalks are so clean there you can eat off them. No, you cannot.
तो ऐसा संबंधित होना चाहिए कि जैसे ही ऑफर आ गया तो वो आईटी एक्सेसरी का काम खत्म हो जाए। मेरा ऑलरेडी एक्टिविटी है, मुझे वो कुछ चाहिए ना, तब तक वो
And we are just about at Yonge-Dundas,
Oh.
which is my destination to wrap up this video. So I hope you enjoyed the walk around mostly the financial district during rush hour here on this mild Wednesday, which is supposedly the new busiest day of the week, now that hybrid working is the norm. So leave a comment below if you enjoyed the walk, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also be sure to hit the notification bell, that way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. And you can also find a super thanks button right down below if you'd like to support the channel that way. And I'm also on Instagram at KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back, because as always, I will continue.
Yo, what's this, bro?